Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Shemiah Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim mouth on the four corners, teaching truth and sincerity. This is Tasha Raquah Ma coming at you with a quick lesson. Going into not rejecting wisdom. Because wisdom is what we have to contend with Esau in this world. So, give me 1 second. And through her will we gain the kingdom. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump straight into it. Salaki for my other video. I don't know why it's muted. I turn on all notifications to where sound can get through, but I don't understand. But it's just Esau. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 22. It says, "For wisdom is according to her name." All right, and she is not manifested unto many. So wisdom does not, show up, to many of these people, that say that they have some form or some understanding of her, but that's not so. Verse 23, it says, "Give ear, my son, receive advice, all right, and refuse not my counsel." All right, so in this, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, he's trying to, keep our eye single on the thing ahead of us, and that's wisdom. We need to seek her for everything, because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. And it's going to get into that. All right. Verse 24, it says, "And put thy feet into her fetters, and thy neck into her into her chain." All right, because whenever you seek after wisdom, you are a prisoner of hope. You're a prisoner of understanding Yahweh Shemiah Shai's law, statutes, and commandments, because we were bought at a price, as it says, and I'll pull it. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 52. Well, I'll just start at 2. It says, "Shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion." And now these are the physical bands that we had in captivity, going into the Babylonian captivity, or if of the northern tribe during the Assyrian captivity, plus all the captivities that was in between, because Jake has been under 17 different nations. But continuing on, verse 3, it says, "For thus saith Yahweh Shemiah Shai, ye sold yourselves for naught." So you sold yourself for nothing, "and ye shall be redeemed without money." All right, and whenever we were redeemed through Yahweh Shai dying upon the cross, but yet he made the nation of Israel, in bondage unto him, which we are in captivity. With Salakia, we are prisoners of the hope or of the wisdom of and knowledge of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Continue on, verse 4, it says, "For thus saith Yahweh Shemiah Shai, power, my people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there, and the Assyrians oppressed them without cause." Going to the northern kingdom, all right, because the southern kingdom went in captivity under Babylon. All right, but I'm going to go back to that Sirach 6. I'll start back at 24. It says, "And put thy feet into her fetters, and thy neck into her chain. Bow down thy shoulder, and bear her, and be not grieved with her." With her bonds. All right, be not grieved understand that how about Shemiah Shai told you that you would have to carry your cross, and that would be a burden. So this is a burden that you have to carry, especially on this side. You know, as we are seeking for the kingdom, we have to push forth the mark, and the Most High is going to test you, and that's how He tests you, by putting that burden on you. All right, continuing on, verse 27, it says, "Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee." All right, so you have to toil. You have to, be in this day in, day out, on the highways and byways, getting learned from the men that are above you, and getting learned from the elders which are above them. Because there's no one else that has this 100% truth besides GMS. And I'm just going to say that, just like it is. Okay. It says, so like I'll read 27 over again. It says, "Search and see, and she shall be made known unto thee." It says, "And when thou hast gotten hold of her, let her not go." So whenever you come into this thing and you are striving to, a striving for the mastery, all right, you want the mastery, and wisdom has crossed your path. Never let her go. Let her be, that thing that keeps your eye single, right, to keep you on the path, all right. Because Solomon acquired wisdom. He was the wisest man in the world, okay. But he went astray in his old age. Whenever he had all those concubines and all those wives, it made him go astray, you know. And so therefore wisdom was seeking him one day, and she could not find him because he was doting about. All right, but whenever you find wisdom, you can't let her go. Wisdom loved Solomon because he asked for her from the jump, But us being men in this truth, we are seeking that one thing that we have desired our whole lives, and just now obtaining. Because I'll go to Sirach 51 and 13, because this is how it's supposed to be. It says, "When I was yet young, or ever I went abroad, I desired wisdom openly in my prayer." All right, I prayed for her before the temple, and will seek her out even to the end. So this is how it's supposed to be. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai, I pray that every brother that's out there on the highways and byways, keep seeking wisdom, all right, and never depart from her, all right, because she is going to be, the thing that keeps you in line, or keep you in the way, of righteousness, So I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus 15. I know I'm in Ecclesiasticus a lot, but Ecclesiasticus 15:1, it says, "He that feareth Yahweh Shemi Shai will do good, and he that hath the knowledge of the law, shall obtain her." All right, because everything in her is made specifically for the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, and only the law was given to the nation of Israel, as it says in Psalms chapter 147:19. Okay, so it says in verse 2, it says, "And as a mother shall she meet him, all right, and receive him as a wife married of a virgin." So as a mother, all right, so she's going to nurture you, all right. Then she's going to be with you, how long is marriage? Unto death. Okay. Verse 3, it says, "With the bread of understanding shall she feed him, and give him the water of wisdom to drink." All right, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times. All right, wisdom begets knowledge. Wisdom begets understanding, which equals out to be knowledge, something that you can apply your life to. Okay, verse 4, it says, "He shall be stayed upon her, means that he's never going to leave her, all right, and shall not be moved, all right. Like whenever Esau comes in like a flood, and he tests your faith, all right, through wisdom, our faith is not going to be shaken. All right, we're going to be like the seven brothers in Maccabees chapter 2 verse 7. All right, but staying on the point, it says in the middle of verse 4, it says, and shall rely upon her and shall not be confounded. So understanding the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, so like understanding the knowledge and the wisdom that the Most High has given unto you, all right, that will show forth your faith, okay? Because faith is the substance of things which hope for, the evidence of things not seen. Can you see wisdom? No. That's your faith. And keep pushing with it. Never let wisdom make you feel like, never let your wisdom, the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, never push it away. Never reject it. Always stay steadfast upon it and keep your hand on the plow. All right. Because whenever you desire thrones and scepters, as it says in Wisdom of Solomon 6, and I'm going to go to 22. Now I'm going to go to 20. It says, therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth forth to a kingdom. All right, not to a king, but to a kingdom. So it's going to be the kingdom of Yahweh Shemel Shai, where wisdom is going to be, freely given. All right, it says, if your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, all right, honor wisdom, that ye may be, that ye may reign forevermore. Because whenever you have her, you have no need of anything else. I'm going to go to Wisdom of Solomon 8, and 1. This is Solomon whenever he was in his righteous state. All right, Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 1. Wisdom reacheth from one end of the earth mightily, and sweetly doeth she order all things, because she knows all things, as it says in Ecclesiasticus 24. But I'll get that next. Verse 2. It says, I love her and sought her out from my youth. Who else did that? Sirach. All right. It says, I desired to make her my spouse. So wisdom was a desire of Solomon, and he wanted her to be his spouse, his ride or die, because he saw that she was his ride or die. Okay, but he went off because in Song of Solomon, I'll pull it real quick, because he was going about with his many lovers. Wisdom was seeking him out. In Song of Solomon 3 and 1, it says, by night on my bed, I sought him, I sought him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. So this is wisdom seeking out for Solomon. All right, and he couldn't, she couldn't find him because he was, catering to his many women. He had 700 wives, 300 concubines, something like that. That's 1,000 women. It's a lot of pussy to please. It's like it. It says, verse 2. It says, I will rise now and go about the city in the streets, and in the broadways I will seek him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. All right. So wisdom has gone through the whole city searching for Solomon, but she could not find him because he was going about with his many lovers, and that's how we are not to be in this truth. Whenever you acquire wisdom, you're supposed to, this is mine right then. All right, don't turn back. Don't take your hand off the plow, because if you do, you're not going to be fit for the kingdom. All right, because no malicious thing can fall into her. And that's in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1. All right, because whenever you turn back, you're looking for the things of this world, and you cannot reside in wisdom. All right, it says Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 verse 4. It says, "For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in a body that is subject unto sin." All right, and we are born in sin, but it's through her that we are not stayed therein. We're not our mind is not laden with that sin of the world anymore, because we are a new creature in Yahweh Shem Shai. But yeah, that's the point. Hey, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.